Chen Hao claimed he was a victim with nothing left, but the man sneered, "This kid won't cry until he sees the coffin. Search him thoroughly." A thug cracked his knuckles and approached. On the footage, I zoomed in on his terrified face, sipping coffee and enjoying his misery. Nothing was more satisfying. I didn't notice when his scream stopped. It seemed he had sensed something. He suddenly looked up and gave a cruel smile in the direction of one of the cameras, as if he knew I was watching him. Then he suddenly said to the bald man, "I found a big fat sheep. He has a lot of supplies and money." Hearing this from outside the screen, I was instantly chilled to the bone. Chen Hao looked at the steel pipe in the bald man's hand, which could smash his head at any moment, and his desire to survive finally overwhelmed everything else. The next second, he began to beg for mercy, in a voice so low and earthy that I had never heard it before. "Big brother, please don't hit me, I really have nothing. All my stuff was taken away." But then a gleam of greed flashed in his eyes, and I knew there were other fat sheep on the ship. The bald man paused, signaling Chen Hao to continue. Chen Hao, as if grabbing onto a lifeline, spoke urgently and obsequiously. "There are a lot of young women traveling alone on this ship. Their rooms must have plenty of supplies and clothes, and at a time like this, they're probably scared out of their wits. If a few guys just go and kick down the door, they can take whatever they want." He even licked his lips, adding in a way that all men would understand, "You've worked hard. Time to relax and have fun." He looked at the bald man like a dog begging for a treat. The man and his thugs grinned greedily. Fearing they wouldn't believe him, Chen Hao blurted, "The influencer in 3108 is rich. The woman in 3512 is gorgeous and naive." He rattled off several more room numbers of innocent women traveling alone. My hand tightened around my coffee cup. I knew he was a scumbag who'd sell anything for profit, but this was beyond my expectations. At the very brink of death, he lacked any conscience. To save himself, he would push innocent people into the abyss without hesitation. He even sought a twisted pleasure from hurting defenseless women. With cold tears welling up, I activated the ship's broadcast system, attached a voice changer, and pressed the broadcast button. My icy voice echoed through the silent steel prison. "Emergency safety alert. Emergency safety alert." The sudden sound startled all the survivors on the ship. My voice continued to echo throughout the vessel. "Attention all passengers. There is now an extremely violent gang on board, plotting to attack lone female passengers to steal supplies and with malicious intent." The announcement plunged the entire ship into a dead silence. Without pausing, I continued to speak, each word delivered in that cold, mechanical tone. "The ringleader of this gang is passenger Chen Hao from room 3023, who has provided the gang with a list of targets." Chen Hao stared in terror at the speaker above his head, while the bald man's face turned ashen. He grabbed Chen Hao by the collar, his eyes fierce as if he were about to devour him. My voice was the final straw that broke them. "First, I will announce the room number of the passenger believed to be the target of the attack. Room 3108. Room 3512, room 3605, room 4211, room 4218. Passengers in the above rooms, please lock your doors immediately. Do not trust anyone. Work together to protect yourselves. I repeat, this is not a drill. Please lock your doors and cooperate for your own safety." End of broadcast. After a 10-second stunned silence, the entire ship erupted into chaos.